It's Todd the Tool. I just woke up. Mostly because I had to go to the bathroom. But also because I was really spooked out to find out that it's Friday the 13th. Hey y'all. I just checked the calendar. It's okay. It's Friday the 12th.
Hey y'all, Todd Tool here, just doing some prep work for my Halloween special. I'm just trying to think, what's scary? What scares me? I don't like spiders, so I'd probably use some spiders in there. I don't like snakes, so I'll probably use some snakes in there. Rusty tools, because if your tools are getting rusty, that's not good. I don't know, what other kinds of things don't you like? I don't like things that smell bad, so, maybe I'll use something that smells bad in there. I don't know. Feel free to write in and tell me what scares you, and I'll put it in my Halloween special. So, just keep in touch and watch for that Halloween special. It's coming up real soon. All right, thank you. Ever since Psycho, people thought showers were scary. So, what's also scary as a do-it-yourselfer and water? Electrical cords! Electrical cords in the shower! Scary! Oh no! Oh no! This is spooky! Oh, I'm terrified! I have cheese, but no bologna! Ah! What else is scary at Halloween time or any time? I'm a home fix-it guy. I have a big old chandelier and I have 2 light bulbs out, but I only have 1 replacement. Ah! Now, folks, I know the woman said I'm not supposed to take anything out of the recycling center anymore, but that there air compressor, I'm sure it don't work. That's why it's down here at the recycle center. But if you look at that, it's almost Halloween time, and I could make that into like a backpack that looks like them Ghostbuster guys. Yeah, or in girls. Yeah. All right, so here's some new, another little, oh, that's got a magnet in it. Little holiday for Halloween spooky crafts. I go around, I got these little jars. You can use mason jars or whatever you want to use. And I collect the dead flies and bees out of the windowsills, if they, or any other bugs. And you just put them in there. You fill these jars full of these gross little bugs, and you can just leave them sitting around. Nice alternative for this is if you're going to do like a special dinner, put these in salt and pepper shakers. And that's kind of gross, and maybe even put some salt and pepper in them and put these on top. Would love to use a Brillo pad. I actually couldn't find another one, so I had to pull this one off the hat. There's a couple different things you can do with this. You get the Brillo pad and some Allen wrenches. All right, and you just stick, sorry, I'm going to set this phone down for a minute. You just stick these Allen wrenches in, like one end here. I'll show you, sorry about the video, okay. Anyway, there you go. You stick them in one end, and they look I wanted them face down. They look like little claws coming out. I wish I could get that to stay. Anyway, little claws coming out, or it could be like a little hand, or you could put them in both ends. I couldn't find. I'm gonna put this phone down again for a minute. I couldn't find enough Allen wrenches. This does not work as well as I'd hoped. So what I did was found some screws, but we're going to act like they're Allen wrenches. And anyway, you'll get the idea. So then you put them together like that, and they look like little spiders. And you put little eyes on them or whatever.
You know what scares me? Spiders. Oh.
Oftentimes on horror films, you'll see rotting food because it's scary. Look at these glazed donuts. Ah! What happened to them? Oh no, this reminds me of something I've seen on Final Destination. What's gonna happen here?
Hey, y'all. It's Todd the Tool.
Woman, I'm busy. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make like I'm hiding in a closet and it's real spooky for the Halloween special. I got to put that down for a minute. I found this in my closet. I took it from the doctor's office. It's a urine sample container. I mean, it's not like I stole it. I'm saying they gave it to me. I just couldn't pee that day. And I'm gonna put lemonade in it. And that's like really gross and spooky for Halloween. And maybe we'll serve that in the pickup truck of terror. And I got this bowl thing. It's all spiky. Kind of, I guess, like a pinhead guy from Hellraiser. And anytime I show this to the woman, she's like, "Ooh, that's scary." I don't know why.
Different.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to become an internet sensation and have all my viral videos with this phone messing up all the time? Hey folks, Todd the Tool here. Guess don't need that because I got the shirt on. All right, remember you can get these shirts for like 20, 30 bucks. You can get the Brillo pad hats for about $5. Shipping and handling. Anyway, this is going to be a long section, segment, whatever they call them. And we're going to carve some pumpkins. So first thing we're going to do is try to figure out what we can use because, and I didn't bring one over here because it's dangerous. When you take a big old kitchen knife in there, I mean, that's why they make those slasher movies with big kitchen knives. Yeah, I think like Jason or somebody had one of those. Michael Myers, I don't know who, because I don't watch those because they scare me. But you start doing that, that's going to end up with a lot of trips to the emergency room. So the one thing you need to remember is you're going to need safety glasses, which I forgot mine. But I do have this here. This is one of those caution vests. And I'm going to wear this to remind myself to have some caution while I'm working with these tools in this pumpkin. So that's just a good idea. Probably would have been better to have the eyeglasses, safety glasses too, but that's all right. So the woman said, we're going to do this outside. I said, no, it's cold. What are you looking at? Yeah, no, I didn't use the plastic sheeting. because I found this blue tarp that you all remember from earlier that was in the truck, and it's already messed up. This is good plastic sheeting. This hasn't been out of the package. I'm not wasting this with pumpkin guts. So we're going to just toss, I'll put it over here. All right, so what we got to do is figure out how you want to cut off the top of the pumpkin. You make some faces on there and stuff. But first, what you got to do is you got to get the top of the pumpkin off. So, not sure what's going to work. We've not done this before. Hacksaw? I don't know. Let's try. I thought this would be good putting on a stool, but it's too high. I'm going to have to put it on my lap. Well, let's try hacksaw. No, that is not good. Let's try a back saw.
That's too hard.
I don't have the strength in my arm to do that real well. So I'm gonna say no, that doesn't work. So let's put this up here. Let's move on to power tools. One of my favorites is a Sawzall. I have a feeling pumpkins on there. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna stand up for this, folks.
That's the tool I've been wanting to learn about.
Shouldn't be using a Sawzall sitting down from it. So fight.
No.
That's pretty good, actually.
Can you do it?
Gonna have to do it.
Can you turn it the other way and go up and down so you can go around the top?
Well,
like that?
No, because it'll be stuck. No.
You can't just make a circle?
But it's okay, because you don't. What you want to do is, now you got to remember, you got to go in at an angle.
Okay.
In, so that when you put the top back on, the pumpkin, the top of the pumpkin will stay on there. You know, I'm like this way.
Okay.
You don't get it? I'll show you. All right, so we're going to cut. Okay, and turn it. So we're going to have a square top instead of a round top like you were talking about.
I'm going to zoom in here.
Okay. Can't tell where that line is. All right. All right, now we should be all cut down through there, and we could just pull that top off. Look at that. Now, if you'll notice, get in close here, woman. See how these are angled? Because those are angled, that will sit in the top of the pumpkin and not fall on the inside. If you angle it the other way, like I did last year, this just goes right down in, and then it's no use at all. So, we're going to need to be able to scrape some stuff off of here. I like to always have all the tools that I need rounded up together first before I get started. And but sometimes we forget some stuff. So I'm just going to use, I don't know, maybe this crowbar. So we can try this crowbar and just kind of, I'm going to do it down into the pumpkin and just, yeah, that's some pumpkin guts getting on there. Anyway, yeah, that's working. So scrape that off. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't bad. So that works. You're going to want to make sure when you get done with all this, you're going to want to clean these tools because they're going to have pumpkin guts on them. And it's going to be sticky. And depending on the time of year, you might have ants. Now you say, well, how do you clean out all the guts inside? Because I don't like sticking my hands down in there. So
that's the best part.
Well, I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is unplug the Sawzall, and I have my two different drills to use, and they're pretty much the same. I bought one because I'd lost the other one somewhere in the house. But when you got a choice between a red drill and this creepy green drill, it's Halloween. So go with this because this is kind of green and Halloween-y color, and that's why I went with this too. And this Ryobi because I guess it's also kind of green, and maybe Ryobi really likes Halloween colors. So this one has a keyed chuck, so you need to make sure you know where that is. All right. So when we were doing the floors, we needed this mixer to mix up the mortar, not the mortar, what's that stuff called? Grout.
Grout.
The grout to go down between the tiles. And I thought, hey, that looks perfect for cleaning out a pumpkin. So we're going to put that on the end there. And then I'm going to get that's why they do these keyless sometimes, because it's hard to, I don't know if I'm lining that up right. Anyway, but because you're going to be working with something big like this, you want to use, what?
Nothing.
You're going to want to use this one because you can tighten it up real good. Don't be commenting during my videos. I mean, if you want to say something, that's fine, but don't, like, the audience isn't going to be able to say what's going on if you're talking over me. All right, so I did that without this plugged in because otherwise, a lot of times I'm putting pieces in there and I accidentally hit that trigger and then my fingers get caught in there. So I do that first and then I plug it in. Now, so we just take this and I'm a little concerned about having that up on the stool. So I don't really want to, should have got some of them rubber gloves on. So I'm going to put this down here and I'm going to put this between my feet to hold on to. And then we're just going to stick it down in.
Jesus.
Well, the problem here is we have the hole a little smaller than this, but I'm going to see if I can make it go in. There we go.
Oh.
All right. So, and you want to get that out of the way so you don't get that there. Okay. And there we go. Just hold on to it with your feet. Careful, careful, careful. We got a little bit of spray. Normally you would do this outside. Then, woo! Smells like pumpkin. Put a little spice in there, ladies. Get your pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin pie.
I don't know what kind of spice you put in with the pumpkin to make it pumpkin spice, but maybe a little clove. I don't know. Anyway, so just keep drilling down. You want to drill through this. You want this to not like make a hole in it. You're just trying to clean out the insides. Oh shit! Pardon the language. I came up a little too high. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this now. Okay, here's what I did wrong. I pulled up too high on that mixer, and I'll show you. It just chunked out big bunches of that pumpkin.
I'm gonna go in close.
So it broke that up pretty bad.
Look at the pumpkin splattered on the wall.
But let's see. Look at that. Lid still fits. Now, I say this makes it look creepier, because it's like, ooh, scary, right?
That's kind of scary.
So I'm not gonna clean all that stuff out of there because I don't like to touch it. It's gross. So anyway, when you're doing that, use that mixer thing. Don't pull it up high. Keep it down low, or you're gonna bust up the top of your pumpkin. And at this point, you probably wonder, at what point does a pumpkin become a jack-o'-lantern? This is the point. Jack-o'-lantern is some, I think, Latin word meaning pumpkin container. So once you've made it a pumpkin container, it's a jack-o'-lantern. And the lantern part means light, I think. Anyway, so maybe it's not a jack-o'-lantern until you put light in it. All right, so you would normally then, I got just pumpkin guts everywhere. So then, gross. You'd normally just get down in there and scoop that out, and you can use like a little hand shovel or something. A lot of times I'll take it outside and just hose it. Then I don't have to, and animals, raccoons and stuff, they'll come and eat it. So anyway, how can we make our little faces on here? So we're going to do a couple different faces on this jack-o'-lantern. Try to use a part that aren't cut through too bad. And a lot of times people use like a triangle for an eye. And then like another triangle for an eye. That's okay. I don't know why. A lot of times they do a spooky little mouth with teeth like that. That's all good. And if you're not going to light your jack-o'-lantern from the inside, you're fine right there. You're good to go. Again, you do not want to use knives for this. But without having a knife, I don't really know what the... Oh, here we go. We can use a blade off of a Sawzall. But instead of using it on the Sawzall, we're just going to push it through. This, I don't know that this is really any safer than a knife, to be honest. Well, you know what it is. Because, number one, wear some gloves or something. Or wrap some plastic around there so you don't cut yourself on that.
Oh,
and when I put this through, it doesn't slip like a kitchen knife does. So if you see that, we have an eye. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and you get that?
No, I'm just
All
looking
right.
at all the
I'm gonna do another eye real quick. And was that your phone?
Yep.
All right. That's another thing with doing. Well, I was doing a video earlier, and my phone kept like ringing, and it was messing up the video. All right, got another eye going there, so that's good. So we know we can use one of these little blades, and if you saw that, I didn't hurt myself.
Let's see the blade.
Not at all. That's a Sawzall blade.
Okay.
Okay. Now, would I recommend doing that when it's on power? And no, that's dangerous. Don't do that. What else can we do? We can use bolts like this and a hammer, and we can just kind of look at that. Looks like Frankenstein.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah, right. We can do this, and it's like put nails or screws in, and even though they're screws, because it's a pumpkin, you can hammer those in. But you'd be like, okay, that's weird. If you want to, you can do them from the inside. Now here's where this is good that my hole is so big because I can get my hammer down in there. So I take a nail and I do it from the inside, and I do a couple of them, and that one's not a nail. That's an Allen wrench. Oh, that's another Allen wrench. Where the heck are the nails in here? There's one. And so I can start hammering these nails in. Oh, well, you know, huh? Okay. Actually, I think I can just push that through, and then, okay.
Oh.
And then I can make one that looks like one of those Hellraiser pinheads, okay?
Oh.
I'm at what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, almost.
We're at 15 minutes on just this video?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I got an idea.
What?
The little stuff that you're poking, like this screw that you're poking through,
Yeah, that's a nail.
you could actually hang stuff off of that too.
I don't know why you'd want to.
Like fake spiders.
Okay.
And
can
cobweb.
you go? Can you go to the kitchen for me for a minute and get me something out of the refrigerator? Get me ketchup. I forgot to get that. And then, so, you know what? A lot of things are spooky. Blood. Now, I can't afford that fake blood. We don't need to make anything fancy. We just do this. Ew, it's bleeding. So, this was a long segment. I got some other things to show you. I'll show you in another segment. This is a holiday special. Holiday specials, I guess, maybe are longer. So, this is how you get started. We'll show you some more. Thanks. Hey y'all, Todd Tool. We're gonna make some holiday crafts for the tool to the pickup truck of terror. And one thing that's scary is like broken glass. Nobody wants to step on broken glass. So, and we don't want to step on broken glass, so we're gonna give the illusion of broken glass. And this is why we don't throw things away. We use this. Should probably rinse this out. Oh God, what were you drinking in there? Anyway, So what you do is you want to make this look like it was like a glass bottle that like maybe you broke off during a bar fight or something. So you just take your scissors and you want it to be real jaggedy looking, okay? And see how jaggedy that looks?
What's that word?
Jaggedy. You know, where it's not straight. Okay, so you do this, and then you want to look like, oh, somebody cut themselves on it. So it's like, oh, there's blood on it. So,
spooky.
So we're gonna put, we'll probably just toss some of these like on the floor of the pickup truck of terror, and people will be like, oh no, be careful, don't cut yourself. It's gonna be spooky.
Are we going to put a liner on the floor?
Well, no, I just got that plastic thing. I can just hose that truck out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right, we're back with some more pumpkin carving ideas. Now, you may notice when you're doing all this, you get a lot of spray from all the pumpkin guts, and so I'm thinking, how can I keep it, the pumpkins off of you? And more importantly, keep those pumpkin guts off your tools. Because if the pumpkin guts get down in there, that's where the motor is. That's going to burn it up. And these are expensive. So what I did was I found this Frisbee up on the roof. And you're going to really like this. So I'm going to just drill a hole. You want to be careful. Just drill a hole right in the middle of the Frisbee. Okay, that works good. And we're just doing one of these keyless chuck ones so we can do it faster here. Okay, then let's say this is the drill bit we're going to use for drilling holes in the pumpkin.
Ooh.
And we're going to put that through there. Okay, my hole's a little big. So let's do this. We'll put a little duct tape on there, and there we go. And then we'll duct tape that around. And if your hole was tighter, it'd probably be better. So we just put a little bit of that around. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is entirely to protect your drill. All right. So what we made is a pumpkin gut shield for your drill. All right, so I'm gonna put that in the drill. I think I'm twisting this the wrong way. I never know which direction to go.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
On my left or your right? All right, so there we go. So we have, and you know what? Time and time again, I find that I do something and then I wish I had done something else. I'm gonna put some extra tape on this side of it, because I don't want this Frisbee flying off or anything. So I'm going to put... Alright. So, we're going to use the same pumpkin, and we're going to use the back side of it. Now, you could say, and at this point, we're not going to draw any faces. We're just going to have some fun. And we're just going to... here we go. There we go. Now look at that. We got pumpkin guts out there, but only just a little bit on this side. So that's good. And let's see, you could maybe use a little bit more tape on there. But can you see I drilled like two little eyes there? That's kind of spooky. And then if I wanted to, I could make it...
They're perfect holes.
What?
They're perfect holes.
Yeah, they're perfect holes. That's right. And now the one nice thing you can do about this is I'm gonna show you that I could drill in here and little pumpkin there. I could drill. All right. Well, what I was trying to do was drill a 3 and a 1, but I started making a 2. So that in that case, what you might actually want to do, and I'm just going to do this. Well, shoot, I'm running out of pumpkin size. Maybe just do something where I'm doing something like that, where I have a 3 and a 1. You don't want to make too many holes, or it'll just all blend together. But then when you put a light in there, it's going to light out and it's going to look like a 31, which is, of course, Halloween. Okay, so this is real handy. And what kind of time do we have on this video?
We're at 4:25.
These are long. All right, another idea, since we're still going, maybe that's PVC pipe. Now, this is kind of big. I was going to use a smaller one, but this is the one I could find. And we're going to do this on this side. I'm going to make this one look real nice. You just take this. Well,
is it going to go in?
I don't think so. No. It's, all right, if this was a smaller one, and here, I'll do it with this. Oh, here we go. Let's just use this. And
maybe you have to pre-drill a little hole.
I think I can hammer it in. And we can make that into a unicorn.
Yay!
All right. We did that thing on the side with the bolts coming out, what's his name, Frankenstein. And you can also use, you want to make it look like stitches. You can, well, I was going to say you can use a staple gun and it'll look like little stitches, but I don't have any staples. So we're gonna have to get some staples. But just remember, you can use these to put, lights in, and we'll show you that later. You can put treats in there. Remember, hashtag Todd the Tool, just the tip. At Facebook, at the original Todd the Tool. We need for you to follow that, and you need to apparently click on and say that you want notifications. I also need for, I was watching a video last night and they said something about Facebook analgesics. Is that right? Analytics. And you need to actually click on stuff and like it and laugh at it. And if you can comment, then that'll why are you looking at me like that?
Give us your comments. We want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, say, hey, I like this, or what can I do better, or what, ask some stuff, and I will answer questions. We want this to be interactive. We want this to be helpful for you, and that's how I go viral, and we want to go viral. Todd the Tool here. This is what you'll see at the YouTube, and remember, we can't get that fancy YouTube channel name until we get 100 subscribers on the YouTube. Right now it's that long thing, so just go to Facebook and figure out... I think I'm allergic to pumpkin guts. Go to Facebook and figure out how to get over to the YouTube and subscribe to that, and once we get 100 people, we can get the fancy name. Stay tuned. More Halloween fun to come. Morning, y'all. Todd the Tool here. It's early in the morning. I had to go in to the Pick and Save for the opened, so Susie could give me some advice on the whole pickup truck and terror. She said I needed a hold harmless agreement. I'm guessing that's one of those attorneys off the courthouse offices of hold harmless. Anyway, basically saying if y'all get hurt, you won't sue me, and needs to have your signature and the date and your printed name and I guess the printed date. And if you're underage, and that's whatever it is for this state, because I'm not sure. I think it's different for different things, whether you can smoke or drink or, whatever. So for rides and such, a parent or guardian, and sorry, I kind of mixed up there when she said guardian, I got excited, put Guardian of the Galaxy, cross that out. Just parent or guardian must sign for you, and we need an adult signature, a date, an adult printed name, and I guess an adult printed date. So, I'm going to have to check. We may have to type this up. If that's so, I'm going to have somebody else do that, because I don't have a typewriter. But if you're gonna ride the in the pickup truck of terror, you're gonna have to sign a hold harmless agreement. Thank you. Oh no! What's scary? I've locked myself out of the house, and I don't have my phone, and I have to go to the bathroom. Ah! Oh no! I've locked my keys in the car, and now I can't get in the car, and I lost my phone, and I can't call anybody. Oh, and I have to go to the bathroom. It's so scary. For spooky Halloween, we're gonna light up the pumpkin. I'm gonna show you a couple different ways you can do it. You can do it. That's probably blinding the camera. You can do it with a flashlight, and all we really cut on this was the eyes, so that's all you're gonna see. So you can do something like just stick a flashlight down in there, and that's not bad.
No.
That's not bad. A lot of times flashlight's good. Back in the old days, it was always putting a candle down in, and I'm gonna put one in there, and you'll see that it just doesn't give off as much light, especially if you're in a city like I am. Well, if I can get it going. You also have to worry about the wind. I don't know why there'd be wind down inside of a pumpkin. Okay, so I can't get that lit. So if you can't get that lit, another thing you can do is just you can just get some papers, and you can just having trouble just getting anything, but there we go. Get those papers burning like that. Well, that doesn't even work. I was hoping just to get a little.
It's pretty windy outside.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
There. Oh, get that in there, and do that. Check that out. That's spooky.
Take your light away.
Right? Oh, the light. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that glow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
Andy's smoking.
here you go. Just put that top back on there. And that's a spooky old jack-o'-lantern.
Welcome to Todd the Tools Pickup Truck of Terror.
Hey y'all, Todd Tool. And I'll be your ghoulish driver. And you know what's scary about that?
I'm scared.
My driver's license is expired. I want to show you a little bit of spooky stuff we have going on here. We got trees growing up out of the pickup truck of terror. Oh my gosh, what are these? Ketchup bloody handprints? What happened? Probably cut myself on that saw right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, just driving down the road. That's just full of pallets. That's nothing scary. That's just what I had in there.
That's scary.
Oh, look at that. That could fall out. That's not in there very good at all. Yeah. That bungee cord, who knows? Maybe something was there and it fell off.
Like somebody's head.
Yeah. Ooh, look over here.
Oh
Got a
no.
bloody glove and all kinds of ketchup blood. All kinds of ketchup blood. And the woman said, put a spider web, but I didn't have any spider web, so I put this chicken wire.
Bangkok?
So, okay. Now we're going to take a look inside. Okay. This is where it gets really spooky. All right. You can see everything, right?
Oh!
Ah! Oh my gosh. We have some ductwork that's come undone, and the ductwork is connected to plumbing, and the plumbing's connected to more ductwork, and there's electric in there. That's scary. Oh, what about that saw? Is that saw gonna Is it powered up? Is it gonna go when we're trying to drive down the road? We gotta open that other door, but I don't have the key, and I need to put the hanger down in there to open a door, but it's not wire, it's plastic, and you can't do it.
Look
All
at
right,
the bungee
I gotta
cords.
actually, because I can't get that door open, so I gotta go over there. So if you can just go over there, I'm gonna.
The clock strikes midnight.
Are you up there yet? Here, get this door.
Look at the
Let's open that door up.
bungee
There we go.
cords.
Okay. Oh, look at that. You're going to have to sit on styrofoam.
Ooh.
And styrofoam's scary for the environment. Oh, gosh. What do we have up here?
Oh,
Be careful,
no.
because there's spray paints and some saws and prescription bottles that may or may not have expired medications in them.
Ooh.
And watch out. Don't get splinters off of that.
Oh, there's glass on the floor.
There's glass on the floor, and
Oh,
it's already bloody from my... Are you okay? What's going on?
And a receipt.
And a receipt? Oh, okay. Hey, maybe grab that receipt, because I might need that. What is that from?
Walmart.
Oh, never mind. I don't need that. Hey, oh, blood on the glass. So, go ahead. Come on, get in. Let's go for a little ride. Yeah, fun.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, listen to that. That sounds scary.
Oh,
That's not going to close. You're gonna have
the
to
door.
lock- yeah,
That's
it's
scary.
messed up. Hey, you fall out. Ooh, yeah, you can fall out.
I could.
Lock that and then close it, and it'll be fine. Okay.
Electrical cords.
right.
Oh, it
Start it
starts.
up.
I'm scared. Ooh, I'm scared.
Oh,
It's a rainy, cold night, too.
here we go. We're gonna go.
Ooh.
We're gonna go for a ride in the pickup truck. Oh,
Oh, can't see.
Uh oh. I'm gonna turn this light off for a second.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I can
you see
see.
anything?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
can
gonna
see.
do it. If I do it like
It's
that,
scary.
right? How's that?
We don't need no light.
I'm having trouble with the brakes.
Oh,
And we're out of brake fluid. We're out of brake fluid.
Oh, how can you see out those
I'm
windows?
trying to find the windshield wiper. There we go.
That's a horrible windshield wipers. Oh, I'm scared.
Ooh. Ah! It's traffic. You're locked in over there. And you're going to need to use this bolt to get out.
Oh,
And you have a 9mm socket and a 1/18 socket, and neither of them are the right size. All right, I think we can go.
oh gosh.
Whoa! Look out.
We're gonna run into the
All right.
fence.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! I wanted to do a flashy light, but I didn't have one.
Oh gosh.
That looks scary.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no.
All right.
Ooh, it's dark.
Now, I had a bunch of other stuff in here that was way more scary.
I'm scared.
And the sheriff came by earlier, and the sheriff said, "No, you can't do that. That is just dangerous." So this used to be a lot scarier than what it is now. I can't see when I push this in my eyes. Whoa! Okay.
Whoa. Oh,
right.
there's a...
There's a train down there too.
Yes. What's that in the yard? It's a little boy. Ah!
Ah! Watch out!
Ah!
Whoa!
Watch out, there's a car. Oh, it's bumpy.
All right. Oh no, woman.
Yes, sir.
How much did you have to drink? Did you have a great big drink?
I did.
Because we're
Coffee.
gonna drive out in the country,
No.
and there's no bathrooms, and we're almost out of gas.
Oh. The brake light's on.
All right, I'm getting tired. So anyway, that's the pickup truck of terror, and we hope you enjoyed the ride.
I'm scared.
No, it's all right.
Oh.
just pan around here, make sure everybody's seen everything that there is.
Yeah.
Basically, you just want to hang a bunch of stuff in here and put stuff together that doesn't look like it goes together, and things that scare you, and things that scare me, because I worry about running out of brake fluid. And let me tell you, as a tool man, when you don't have the right size socket, that's whoa, that's scary. So, oh, we are out of gas.
Oh shit. We're gonna die.